अरे क्या रिकॉर्ड
किया ना?
चालू हो गया.
अब देखो ऑडियो बाज आ रहे हैं क्या?
You can see the green stuff going, right?
ऐसे से चल रहे हैं क्या बोलने पे? हाँ ठीक, फिर ऑडियो आ रहा है.
Okay. Oh my god, I can't do this, but I'll do it.
Welcome to my podcast called Radical to the Bones, where I talk to women who have made radical choices in their lives, which have broken ceilings, pushed walls, and stomped on floors that have tried to curb them into a box. If you want to see more such videos, then share this one and subscribe to my channel.
Hi guys, I'm Namrata here, and with me I have Tanya and Larissa. It's our last day of Take Me to Nagaland, a web series by Tanya Khanijow in which we three are traveling together. Well, this is a video on my channel in which I'm gonna ask questions to women who are into travel.
Okay.
And first question is, when did you guys start traveling?
I started traveling when I was 19, honestly. Like when I was in college, that is when I started traveling, and that was mostly from college on like a shoestring budget with my friends. And I think that is when I actually ended up picking up traveling.
I have been traveling like with my family and all. Like we make it a point that we travel. We travel twice every year. So family travels always happen. So travel was always a part of me. But I started like properly traveling. I think it's been 3-4 years ago. Maybe when I started doing YouTube and I realized I wanted to explore more about a lot of other things and about myself. That's when travel kicked off.
So was it solo?
No, I've done like 1 or 2 solo trips, but not more than that. I've always traveled with friends or my
Hey, where was your solo trip?
It was once when I was in college, and once
Okay.
uske baad I just did this recent one to Gonda, to Goa.
Oh, right,
Yeah,
right.
That was not even a trip, but it was a very mini thing.
That was like a leisure trip.
Yeah.
When did you start solo?
Solo, I think I started when I realized that I don't have a lot of company all the time. Especially after I think I did solo in college also a couple times, but not as much. But when I started working, I realized that everybody else is busy in their own lives. And I just want to keep traveling and doing more of travel. So why should I stop traveling because I don't have company? So I picked up solo traveling, and it did seem
true.
like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So I think I've carried on the culture.
But don't you guys have ever been scared of traveling solo?
So I think it's the best, especially with all our requirements.
Yeah.
Because we want to film and edit, and when you're traveling with someone, it becomes like a problem sometimes.
Sometimes
because
it
they're
gets
not up.
hectic. Yeah.
They're not up
Yeah.
for doing things what you want to do. So especially when you're a person like who wants to do things your way, you want to travel solo.
Definitely. And I think people think that, if you have company, it's going to be so much easier to make a video. But honestly, when you're solo, you have all that time and all that
Yes.
space to yourself.
Exactly.
So even if you want to say wake up early, catch a sunrise, you don't have to have that second or third person wake up with you, or you don't have to make plans according to other people.
Yeah.
So not just for filming, also solo trips I guess are very good for like if you want to have some alone time, if you just want to spend time with your own thoughts.
It's very good for individual growth.
It is very good for individual growth. So I think I'm not scared of solo trips at all. If you try it once, you definitely start enjoying it more and more.
And then the tricky thing is you don't want to travel with anyone else again.
But on the other hand, how was it traveling with the fellow creators? This thing, like you must have done it earlier.
I have
Yeah.
done it before,
Yeah.
and I know it gets hectic at
Yeah.
points because everybody's creating, and because travel for me is more about like getting out and like relaxing and having your own time with nature or with a different city and with different people. So traveling with creators can be a little difficult.
Yeah.
But I think we did a very good job on that because we balanced a lot of things. It was good. It was a good experience. I've done this before. The previous trips have been super hectic, but the thing about creators is that they understand that okay, you need a break and you don't want to shoot anymore and
Yeah,
things like
exactly.
that. So they're okay. So it's good always. It's a good change.
So on this trip also, I think the first few days were pretty hectic because we were filming non-stop and going to places. And I mean, as somebody who's creating, I mean, sometimes it doesn't show on videos, but when you're behind the scenes, there's just so much going on and you have to manage so many things. You have to micromanage so many things. So it does get hectic, but I think with all three of us, we were actually having a really good time behind the scenes also.
Yeah.
We were just cracking jokes, and Larissa was like making both of us laugh. Then even at points when we were backing up all the footage, we were just like laughing and
Yeah, backup time was the best.
Backup time was the best time.
Backup time is the best time.
And every day we would like after a certain point stop filming, stop going out, just relax. So we did give ourselves a lot of time. So I think for all of us, I don't know about both of you, but for me at least it was very enjoyable.
Yeah, it was for me as well.
Yeah. So working with a creator is always fun because
You get to learn so much.
You get to learn so much. Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially when it comes to travel creators, it's very important to know how people work on certain things. Like for example, I asked Tanya how she edits her videos and how much time she takes to deliver her videos, and sometimes that can be very pressurizing because there is this pressure of delivering that video you shot. But until and unless you get into that zone and you give in like a week's time at least, you cannot deliver that video. And I kept beating myself up that the video should go up in like 2-3 days, and that never happens because we are very particular about giving out quality stuff and not just posting a vlog just like that. So that helped. I asked her how much time she takes, and I was like, okay, that's not bad. I'm the same. And we even exchange editing ideas. This is how I place my timeline, and how I'm like, okay, let me try this. So I'm gonna try what she does the next time. Try if that changes my way of editing and like makes me more efficient.
Yeah, and I think the best part about this trip for me was that we exchanged just so many ideas without hesitating. That she's also a creator, I'm a creator, we're both
That's
doing travel, and it's so important to have that. I mean, be free and discuss things as much as possible instead of thinking that I want to keep this to myself, because sharing only makes things better. It only makes you feel better. You end up making friends as creators, and it just makes the whole space better. And I feel this kind of culture is something that I truly enjoy
and truly believe in.
Believe in too, yeah.
Because insecurity like seeps in throughout the field, throughout this industry. And to find people who don't feel that is very rare. And to work with them is even more rare. So to having worked with like fellow creators who don't mind sharing ideas and all, it's like a cherry on top.
Yeah.
I have 2 last questions.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Go for
we'll keep it short though.
Go for it.
On the note of sharing, what is that extra thing you guys think women have to do in order to research about a place before traveling solo?
I think safety does matter.
It does, of course.
And I think more than going all like, I can do it and it's all right. I think you should be very careful about where you're traveling. You should do your research well. You should have things handy, especially like a Swiss knife or something.
I was carrying a pepper spray in this trip as well. We were like, no matter what, I have to
I never carry a pepper spray, but I think you should always know your limitations. Like you should always know where to stop, what to do, what not to do, based on your research, of course, and your own personal limitations also. Like if you think you can't trek, don't push yourself. If you think you're not going to enjoy a certain experience, don't push yourself just for the heck of it. Know your own limitations also at points, and I think more or less your trip experience is going to be good.
Yeah, like let me give you an example. Like more than, especially like example, if you're going to Thailand, and Thailand is a very chill out place, and if you're traveling there as like a solo female traveler, and you're going, obviously if you go to Thailand, you're going to like do a little bit of like pub hopping, club hopping, whatever, and you're going to go to bars, and it's that vibe. So make sure you don't like drink more than required, and you know that you can go back home on your own, and mostly you're not dependent on strangers to help you out. And especially when you're out, if you're hitchhiking or whatever, make sure that you do not, you trust your gut more than anything, because deep inside you just know what's going to happen, what's not going to happen. So when you're taking a lift from someone, or when you're talking to someone, when you're going out with someone, if someone offers you a drink or someone offers you to like drop you somewhere, always be very careful. Always have some phone numbers, emergency phone numbers handy. Always send your live location to your family members. These little things help.
Yeah, in fact, I would say if it's possible, just avoid doing certain things altogether. I mean, you may do it with a group of people, but for certain things when you're alone, you have like a sense of better judgment. So just let that prevail and try doing some things altogether.
The biggest tip I think is carry a lot of pads.
No,
No, but I
what
don't
if women use menstrual cups?
Cups,
and
yeah,
tampons?
everything, everything. Just carry it. You
Your
just have it with
sanitary
you.
requirements, yeah.
One more question. We were talking about insecurities because there are a lot of guys in the field who just come and talk about, do you even know about the gear, you know?
Guys,
Yeah.
men.
The whole assumption that women
Some
don't know
people-
about gear at all. Like how to. Of course, we're
How to
doing
tackle that?
we're doing a great job by proving with our work.
Yeah, of course.
But still, you know, mentally it brings you down when they have that.
I've always faced this, and you know, like I have had people, you know, especially on shoots and all, they do treat you like, what does this person know? And I choose to like be quiet about it. Although like speaking about like, hey, you know what, I can do this, and talking about yourself first and letting the person know who you are speaks a lot, and you know, then they like obviously respect you more. But I feel that letting that person just do what they want and just keeping mum about it, and not telling them anything. I don't think anyone requires that justification from you.
Yeah.
At some points you do need to like justify how smart you are, especially when this is I mean, it's ruled by mostly men, especially the cinematography and photography field. So it is required sometimes, but most of the times I feel you should just like let your work speak. I mean, that's what I've done.
What about you?
So honestly, I never look at it like a competition. Although it is true that sometimes people treat you like you don't know anything, especially about cameras or photography. But case in point, this girl right here is like a brilliant photographer. Like throughout the trip, I learned so much from her about framing, about angles, and about taking good pictures. Her Instagram feed speaks for her. She has been a brilliant cinematographer, and throughout the trip, she was carrying like a heavy gimbal, trekking with it and all. And you can see her frame. She's like tiny and thin, but still she managed to do it. So it's quite impressive. And aisa nahi hai that it's a competition. I'm not trying to say women are better or men are better. Nobody should ever treat it like a competition. Everybody has their own talents, but when somebody has that talent, you should just appreciate it.
Acknowledge.
And acknowledge
appreciate.
it. Take it as that. So I always treat it like that. I always try to look at everybody's individual talents, irrespective of their gender. So I guess that is how I deal with it.
Perfect. I guess this is all I had for questions.
Alright.
Don't you want to say like share, subscribe?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not used to this.
Yeah, you have
Okay.
to do an end scene for this video.
let us do it for her.
ठीक है चलो.
So guys, since this is Namrata's first video, like doing an interview, don't forget to like this video,
Share this video
And subscribe.
to her channel.
Yay.
And hope you enjoyed this video. This
And-
is the three of us in one frame talking to you guys one on one.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you both of them because they have been the best at this trip.
ये वैसे बहुत फॉर्मल इंटरव्यू टाइप की वीडियो थी, बट लेट मी टेल यू वी थिंक
हम लोग बहुत हंस के बात करते
हाँ
हैं.
हम लोग बहुत हंस के बात करते हैं, हम लोग बहुत फालतू की बातें करते हैं.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll get the BTS video. They'll know.
Yeah,
They'll
please
know.
do that. And yeah, we've become pretty good friends on this trip.
Bye bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
ये हम लोग कितने अच्छे लग रहे थे वैसे सेम उसमें जैकेट में.
I think the rice beer has hit us.
Why not now?
Why not now? Because it's too windy and cold right now.
Have enough rice beer and it'll be fine.
Have enough time.
तब तक फिर से बोल कुछ.